You know, that's what Jeff is trying to help us with, because he realizes that we need help. We don't do fundraisers. We're really just too busy taking care of animals, and we just scrape by little by little. Everybody pitches in some out of their pockets. We'll get a grant here or there, and we just manage. But I think Jeff has his skill and expertise, and he's going to help with that, thankfully. Any other questions? Before I pass it back to Bo? Maybe two more questions.
You were on a waiting list to get to the farm. Did you volunteer to in the cages and familiar with the animals?
That's how you start.
Fabulous. Yes, that is how you start. Matter of fact, that's how you end, too. I still get up in the morning and clean cages before I do all the paperwork and documentation and staffing and training. I feed cages and I clean. It never ends. And that is a good 80% of what any rehabber is going to do. And even if you go to Fort Jackson, to the oil spill facility, most of what you'll do is mopping the floor, emptying the garbage, thawing fish. It's not glamorous, it's highly rewarding. I think that's an excellent point. I'm going to let her repeat that.
You need 3 months worth of training to clean animal cages?
Yes, you do. You'll be cleaning animal cages for 3 months. And there's no illusion about it. If that doesn't interest you, there are other things to do. Now, maybe if you want to work in the office and not go to the oil spill, that's fine. And it's really good that you know about yourself, whether or not you're willing and able, because it is literally 80% of what you do is feeding. Maybe 15% cleaning, and 5% only is actually handling and touching an animal.
That's kind of not what I meant. It's like if you wanted to get certified, you couldn't go and only clean the cages. You need to be certified just to volunteer at your facility.
No, to volunteer with us, we train you. Now, we train people year-round for 25 years that work with the animals. But because of the oil spill, and this kind of addresses, you said this is the first time we've done it, we've trained for 25 years. And that's why when the oil spill happened, we had a group of 50-plus people who could go down there immediately. But they may have to get back to their jobs and their families, and so we probably will need more people as time goes by. Right now, there are plenty of people in the waiting list, but time may go on and on and on. But you can always volunteer at Clearwater on a regular schedule. But what I'm here for tonight is to try to assist with the oil spill, and that is 3 months. That isn't Clearwater's definition of how long you have to work. That's BP. And of course, Tri-State has to follow BP as well. Tri-State is the facility that runs it. Yes, the 3 months with me, or if there's somebody else that you could find that could help you train to be under their license. That is necessary before you can go clean cages and mop floors. Yes. Because, you know, even if you clean cages and mop floors, you need to know what you're mopping up. And you need to know why you had those hazmat suits on when it's already 98 degrees and you've got a hazmat suit on over it. And you need to know, in case you walk by a pelican as you're cleaning, about that little tooth on the end of their beak that can really slice a little bit of your face.
Is it too late to begin the first step provision class?
It is too late to begin the first class, but we'll, and it's just such a wonderful turnout here, we'll work on getting other groups started as soon as possible. And that you all see that if we go 20 at a time to make sure everyone gets hands-on work. Now, this evening is about oil spill, and it's also about just long-term rehab and how to get your very own license short of the oil spill. And remember, this is not an infrequent occurrence in Louisiana. I've done several oil spills already, so has Bo. This happens continually around Louisiana, but they're just not big enough spills where you need a whole big national or international disaster group coming in. So there are other times where we will need people in the state that are trained rehabbers or trained for oil spill just for a smaller local spill. But I'm going to pass it back on over to Bo now, or to Jeff. Thank you for your question.